friends, good evening. Welcome to Unacademy, which is the largest online education platform for GATE, Computer Science and IT. In this session, we are going to talk about the top-down parts where we have not started actually the parsing concepts, but the prerequisite for the parsing is started. And after this first time follow set computation, I will be talking about the parsing. So you will have a clarity that why we are going to compute the first set and follow set, and how that is going to be useful in coming parsers. Okay, the special topic, which is the first topic in top-down parsing, which is first set and follow set. Yeah, myself Malesham Devasane. Here I'm going to introduce myself if you are attending this class first time. So let me introduce myself. I have secured all year rank 119 and 210 in my BTech, and then I have completed MTech from IIT Bombay. Now I have 12 years of teaching experience in GATE classes. Here I am going to take TOC, compiler and programming. In case if you are interested to take the subscription on Unacademy and you want to take my guidance, use DEVALIVE as referral code. Apart from getting the 10% discount, you will also have a guidance from me, so that's going to be helpful for you. And here on Unacademy, I am going to take mainly C, TOC, compiler design subjects. And also I'm taking free classes for algorithms too. And what are the benefits of taking this subscription on Unacademy, either Plus or Iconic? You will have the well-structured, organized courses like every subject. Like if we are talking about theory of computation, complete course on TOC, revision course on TOC, crash course for TOC, and practice course for TOC, and GATE PYQs for TOC, and doubt clearing courses for TOC, and test series too. So these are the various benefits on subscription. If you look at the Plus, as I said, you are all courses are live, and as I said, crash courses, rank improvement batches are very popular here, and weekly tests, doubt solving sessions in every course, and you will have both in English and in the language. And Iconic, all the benefits of Plus. Additionally, you will have personal coach and study planner, study booster, and personal test analysis and separate study material. Hi everyone. So you will have the benefits in both Plus and Iconic. All the benefits of the Plus are there in Iconic. If you look at the Iconic looks super set of the Plus benefits. And the plans for Plus, which are very popular, I'm talking about 1 year, 1.5 year, and 2 years. 1 year 27,225 after applying DEVALIVE. DEVALIVE is my referral code. For 1.5 year, you will have 34,650, and for 2 years you will have 39,600. Believe me that this price is very low compared to the payment that you do for courses that you study in general apart from Unacademy courses. And you have Iconic plans for 1 year, which is very popular. You will get more benefit from this Iconic subscription. For 2 years, Iconic plan, you have 66,600. And we also have a Facebook group. You can join here, and we have Telegram channel, Unacademy GATE CS. Subscribe this so that you will get daily class notifications. Also, we have various YouTube channels which are free YouTube channels from Unacademy. You can share with your friends in your college, and this is going to help us to reach more students. At this channel, we are going to conduct all the subjects related to the GATE exam, and these subjects are going to help you for your preparation. And guys, we are ready to start the class. Please like the session and also share this video with your friends, and also subscribe. Now let's start with the compiler design, the topic which is first time follow set computation. Let's begin. In the previous session, we have seen introduction to compiler, lexical analysis, syntax analysis, and if anything is not covered here, we will be covering in future too. But these are the topics which are listed out in the previous sessions. Now in this session, I'm going to talk about mainly first time follow set computation, then we'll practice on them. Okay, let's begin. The first set computation. Guys, first set computation. What is first set basically? If you are talking about a particular non-terminal x, then suppose x is a non-terminal that can derive, let's say, some string, then we are going to look at who is the first terminal that we are going to derive. Suppose x derives, x only, I am talking about non-terminal, I am not talking about a start symbol. X derives, let's say, a followed by something and b followed by something, like d followed by something, then you can say that the first of x is equal to a comma b comma d. Then what is the meaning of this first set? It is going to look at every string that can derive from x, not from the start symbol of the grammar, from x, and it is going to collect the first terminal of that string, So first set of x is nothing but it is. If nothing is derived, then special symbol is there, that is epsilon. Of course, epsilon is also part of a first set. If you can't derive anything, that is derived epsilon. It is set of terminals including epsilon, where each terminal is derived as first symbol from x, remember that, from x, not after x, from x. Okay, this is the definition of first set of x. To understand this, let's practice one or two examples, then we will practice together with the follow set later. Suppose you have s derives ab or c d e. Now if I ask what is the first of s, then you have to say small a and small c. So this is the first terminal and this is the first terminal. There are two first terminals that can be derived from s. And in case if I ask s derives capital AB and capital A C D E, then there are two things. First of s you can compute, first of a you can compute. Yeah, what is the first of s? Okay, you can't understand now because of a non-terminal. But first of a you can understand, that is a c. So c is must. And first of s we call it as first of a. But this is only when if a does not derive epsilon. In case if it derives epsilon, thus after capital A small b is there, that will also come as a first symbol. So first of a already has something, that is c. Yes. So this is how we calculate. Let's note down. Okay, before follow set, let's note down some of the important points. If anybody is asking what is first of small a, b, c, we are computing for non-terminals. In case a non-terminals depends on some sequence, then you have to say it is small a. Second, first of capital A, B, C is equal to, it's nothing but first of capital A if capital A does not derive epsilon. Or do you look at the first of capital A contains epsilon or not? Very simple. Third, first of A, B, C is equal to, you can say that the first of A minus epsilon, because that epsilon when I put in the ABC will also go to B, because B is the terminal. When if A derives epsilon, means you can say that epsilon belongs to first set of A. If A does not derive epsilon means, it means epsilon not there in the first of A. Very simple. Yeah, these are the important points. Using this, you can find out so many things like, S to AB. If this is your production, then what is the first of S? Then what is the first of S? There are two cases now. First of S is equal to first of A. If capital A does not derive epsilon, means epsilon is not there in the first of A. You can say that. If capital A does not derive epsilon, I can say first of S is equal to first of Fi means first. Remember that. First of A minus epsilon union first of B. When will be this? If A derives epsilon but B does not derive epsilon, then this is the answer. Otherwise, if both derive epsilon, then still you can give the same answer. But if you have the C here, then again you need to apply the same concept. In case if A derives epsilon, B also derives epsilon, but C doesn't derive epsilon, then the concept is first of S is equal to first of A minus epsilon, and then you can go to B, and B also derives epsilon, so delete epsilon and substitute in the production, so that you will go to C. Is it clear? You keep on doing this concept for any production, it's going to work very well. This is the most important fact. And we'll practice lot. Let's go to the follow set. What is the follow set? Now you don't worry about derive. You worry about the production, sentential form of the derivation. Suppose you are getting something like this, while deriving a string, you have something like this, and after some time you have A, S, B, A, and so on. This kind of sentential forms are coming, and maybe you begin with S followed by dollar. Maybe you will begin with like this. And if I ask what is the follow of S, you have to say dollar, you have to say A, you have to say B, because this is your focus. After S, what is the terminal is present in the first position after S. Okay, so what is the definition of this? And to understand this, you should look at the productions of the grammar. Yeah. Now here, S follow of some non-terminal is equal to, it is also set of terminals, special terminal including dollar. It is set of terminals where each terminal is derived as first symbol but after X. So if you look at examples, you will understand what I am trying to speak. Some examples here. Suppose you have S derives A, S, B or C. As you know that this S is the start. If S is the start symbol, then you must include one thing. What is that? Then dollar is a special end terminal that always belongs to follow of S. So here, if you want to compute follow of S, then it is like dollar definitely, but you have to look at only RHS side now. After S, B is there. Now don't take the LHS now. Look at S where it present in the RHS of the rule. That it is there in the RHS of the rule. Yeah. But if I compute first of S, that you already know. That is A comma C. Both are different. First of S, you take all the productions of S. Fall of S, look at whole grammar. Just S productions are not enough. Look at whole grammar where S appears in the RHS side. Whole grammar, whether it is S production or capital A production or capital B production, we don't care. Another example to understand. Suppose you have this one. And what is the follow of S? Follow of S is dollar definitely, because S is the start symbol. And look at now only RHS side. Here S is there, here S is there. After S, who is the first symbol that comes, first terminal, that is B comma C. This is how we compute follow of S. We require to look at whole grammar where S appears in the RHS side. Now follow of A, now again you look at whole grammar where A appears in the RHS side, only one place, that is small a. So we compute as A. Clear this point? So this is how we compute the follow of S and E. Now let's look at some rules. Before practicing an examples, some rules. Suppose you have first one, if S is start symbol, do not forget this note. Then keep dollar belongs to follow of S. Other symbols may there, but dollar must. Second, remember this note. If you have something like S derives y S is also not required for me, and let's say X derives alpha y beta, and we are talking about y here. Then how to compute? Then what is follow of y? Don't compute follow of X now, here not possible. Then follow of y, is it capital beta or first of capital beta? First of capital beta. But that is also condition applied. If beta does not derive epsilon, then you can purely depend on beta. In case that beta derives epsilon, follow of y, first of beta, anybody, any production doesn't matter, any length doesn't matter. From that delete epsilon, union, you have to say follow of X. That means this can depend on this one. If beta also derives epsilon, then it can depend on X too sometimes. So to understand this rule, we require something else. Of course, let me write if beta derives epsilon. Okay. To understand this point, let me write X derives alpha y. In this case, if anybody asking what is follow of y, directly you answer follow of X only. Follow of X. Follow of y you want to compute, you must depend on follow of X only. Everyone? So follow of X is going to be result of follow of y. Yeah, because after y no one, so whoever is there after X, the same terminal will follow the y. Yeah. Good. Understood? Yeah, now let's practice to understand these rules first and follow. Okay, there are many things, but this is enough to understand all the points. Now let's talk about first set computation. First of ES and first of A and first of B. Now first of B is so easy, that is B. And first of capital A also very easy, that's the first terminal A. But first of S, should I depend only on capital A or should I depend on B also? Guys, in case A derives epsilon now, so B also, capital B also comes into the first set. So capital B derives small b, so small b comes into the set. So यहाँ पे epsilon नहीं आएगा, हमेशा कोई टर्मिनल आएगा, that is small a आएगा, right? So first of S is nothing but first of A, that is a small a. Yeah, that is the first set. And let's go for follow set. Follow of S, वो तो बहुत easy है अभी, क्यों? S not there in the RHS side, so directly answer is $. Is it clear? अगर S right side में तभी कुछ आएगा आपको, who is after S. And follow of A, just look at here, A is there. Don't look at A productions, look at a production that has A. And who is after A? That is the first of capital B, that is first of capital B. But यहाँ पे B doesn't derive epsilon, so we don't go to S. So which is equal to small b. And if I ask the first of B, fall of B, there is a fall of B means there is no one, means directly depends on S, that is a follow of S. It is nothing but $. Okay, this is the first example we have computed. Now let's move to next one. First and follow set computation. Now S derives AB. Guys, you require to compute now first set of S and first of A. capital A तो कुछ नहीं करेगा, सिर्फ एप्सिलॉन ही है, बहुत इजी है. And first of capital B is a small b and first of S nothing but, now look at capital A, यहाँ पर epsilon is derived. Capital A doesn't derive anything else. If anything else is deriving than epsilon, we will say it. Epsilon nothing but, it is just like first of B only, because B doesn't derive epsilon, so small b comes here, so which is going to be B. But how did you get this? First of B ऐसे नहीं आया, तो we did something else. First of capital A minus epsilon union first of B. तो ये दोनों सेम है तो कैंसिल होगा, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ B आया तो is equal to small b. Clear this point? Yeah. Now we'll compute the follow set. Follow of S and look fresh. Any S in the RHS side? No. So $. And do you have any capital A in the RHS side? Yes. So look at that. Is going to be a B, capital B. That is the first of capital B. But don't believe B always. If B derives epsilon, then follow of S also comes here. So which is equal to small b. And follow of capital B. Then look at again whole grammar. That is the B. It depends on S because after nobody there. So it's nothing but follow of S. Follow of S तो already compute किया, अगर compute नहीं किया तो compute करके आ जाओ. So follow of S is $. Yes. So follow of B is $. Now let's go for another one. Now guys, Fi means assume first. What is follow of A? Epsilon. कोई नहीं है वहाँ पर epsilon. And because of this, first of S also gives epsilon. Because सिर्फ epsilon ही आ सकता, कुछ और नहीं आ सकता यहाँ पर, right? And when you talk about follow of S, तो पूरा ग्रामर देखना पड़ेगा आपको. $. And follow of capital A, तो A के बाद B है, B doesn't derive anything, तो capital A should depend on S. When capital B gives epsilon, it is just like follow of S is $. And follow of B also, B के बाद कुछ नहीं है, B के बाद कुछ नहीं है, So if you ask who is after B, I will say who is after S. That is a follow of S, which is also dollar. Yeah, this is the third example. Now let's go to the fourth example, guys. Quick. And first of S is equal to, okay, I'll calculate later because it depends on some other thing. And first of capital A is epsilon, first of capital B epsilon. And what is the first of S? First of S is going to depend on these two productions. But capital A is giving only epsilon, so you get A only, small a only, union. Capital B is only giving epsilon, so you will get epsilon B is B. So which is equal to A comma B. And if you compute follow set, follow of S is not there in the RHS side, so just dollar. And follow of A is nothing but small a, and follow of B is nothing but just small b. Yeah. Now similarly, let's practice quickly, guys. What is the first of S? बहुत difficult है, तो उससे पहले first of A calculate करो, that's better. Epsilon comma C. First of capital B is just epsilon. And what is the first of S? You have to look at this, you have to look at this, all of them. Then यहाँ से यहाँ पर epsilon होगा, C होगा. So when you put a C, you will see the C. But when you put epsilon, you can't see epsilon. You will, because of epsilon, you will see A. A आएगा. And capital B सिर्फ epsilon ही है. तो epsilon dot B is the B. And when you look at AB, here epsilon, comma C, two choices, and B has epsilon. So C epsilon is C already covered, but epsilon epsilon you will get epsilon 2. Yeah, this is about the first set, right? And follow set. Follow set, you have to look at RHS side. Follow of S is just dollar because S is not there in the RHS side and S is the start symbol, so dollar. And follow of capital A, which is look at all the capital A's in the RHS side one by one. When you look at this, you will get A union. When you look at this, the capital B gives nothing, so A has to depend on S. That is the follow of S, which is equal to A comma dollar. And what is follow of B? You look at only B now, only B now. After capital B, small b is there, so small b union, and here nobody is there, means follow of S. So you will get B comma dollar. Yeah. So these are the first and follow set computations of the fifth one. Sixth. Now here only S is there. Very easy now. Now first of S. ये तो आएगा. And open parenthesis will come, no doubt. And when you are talking about this, either this one will be substituted or this one will be substituted. Only these things are visible in the first position, no doubt. So that's all you will have in the first set. But I will tell you some other example. You will have sometimes more too. We'll see that. And follow of S. Blindly first dollar, but only dollar, that is wrong. Here after S, look at that. After S, you have a right parenthesis too. Right parenthesis. When you look at this S, there are so many S guys here. This S is covered. This S, you have this S, means first of S, that's the first of S, open parenthesis A already there. open parenthesis already there, and so many times as 3 times you have to calculate. You have to look at this as, you have to look at this as, you have to look at this as, and each time your computation varies. I have computed this 2 so far, and third one after this no one, so follow of s is follow of s, so no need to compute, no need to compute. So 3 times you have to look at 3 times, you have to look at 3 times, guys. You have to look at 3 times. Look at this, look at this, and look at this. And here, right, close parenthesis. Here, same as follow of s, no need to consider. And this one is the first of s, right? This one is going to be first of s. This one is the follow of s. This one is the right parenthesis. So when you do the union of these 3, you will get first of s union close parenthesis. And dollar by default. Dollar is by default. Yeah, let's move to the next question. Now, I'm talking about the first of s. Look at here, a we got, take it. Even you got a, so both are same. Here, this is same as first of s again. Again first of s. But s doesn't derive epsilon, so no problem. No problem. You can ignore. So which is equal to a. And next, follow of s. What is follow of s? You require to look at every s. Look at this s. So it's same as follow of s. Ignore it. This s follower is a. So dollar without looking grammar and a by looking at the second production. Yeah, dollar comma a is the follow set. Now 8th example, guys. Compute first of s. Okay, we'll do that slowly. And first of a, that is very easy, epsilon comma c. And first of capital B, epsilon comma d. And first of s is going to be this one. You have to look at, put epsilon here. There are 2 choices, epsilon and c. If you put a c, you will get a c. But if you put epsilon, because of epsilon, you will get a. It's over. Now put this one. Here you have 2 choices at b, either epsilon or d. If you put a d, d comes. But if you put epsilon, you will get a small b not covered it, so cover it. And here you have a 2 choices, epsilon comma c, b you have 2 choices, epsilon comma d. If both are epsilon, you will get epsilon. If one is c, other is epsilon, you will get a c. One is epsilon, other is d, you will get d. So all are covered. Yeah, so should be careful when you have so many epsilons here. When you don't have epsilon, there is no problem in the grammar for computing. Problem comes when you have non-terminal, when you have null production. Follow of s. S is not present in the RHS side, so simply dollar. Follow of a, yes, capital E is there, RHS side. 1, 2, एक बार एक, small e, union. And इसका first of b, तो d आएगा, जब epsilon आएगा, because of epsilon, you require to depend on s. So you will get follow of a is equal to d union, that because of capital B can give epsilon, follow of s, that is a comma d comma dollar. And a follow of b, do one at a time. Don't mix all the follows at a time. Only follow of b you look at now. Because of this follow of b, you will get a small b union. Because of this b, you will get follow of s. That is equal to b comma dollar. Yeah. So this is how we compute the first time follow set. And guys, you can do this as homework, but anyhow I'll do it for you. And first of E, first of R, and first of T, and first of Y, first of F. So we'll compute first whichever is easy. And F is so easy because directly you can put open parenthesis and I is the terminal. Y is also so easy, star and hash. and T is not easy because T depends on F, and F already we computed, so it is nothing but first of F. F doesn't derive epsilon, so safe. Open comma I, and R very easy, plus and hash, and E depends on T. Will T give epsilon? No. F and Y, F is nothing but again it depends on first of T, T depends on first of F, and because of that you have same, that is open parenthesis comma I. And this is about the first set, but follow set may take much time, guys. Follow set may take much time, so do one at a time. Follow of E. Then let's look at follow of E, how to compute. Then after that you can go to follow of R. Then after that you may go to follow of T. Then after this you can go to follow of Y, and after this you may go to follow of F. One at a time. Follow of E, just look at E is here. Only one E, guys, only one E. So who is that? Closed parenthesis, but you know E is a start symbol, so dollar is must. Yeah. Then follow of R, look at whole grammar again. 1, 2, that's all. So follow of R means follow of E. Here follow of R means follow of R. So second one is you can ignore follow of E union follow of R. You can ignore this. So follow of E already calculated, so easy. Yeah, that's about follow of R. The follow of T, look at again 1, 2, that's all. And follow of T nothing but first of R. First of R union R we can believe because give something always. This follow of T also same, so you can ignore one of the first of R. This is equal to first of R already calculated plus comma hash. Right, now Y, next follow of Y, guys. Y 1, 2, this Y nothing but follow of T union this Y nothing but follow of Y. You can simply delete follow of Y because follow of Y is follow of Y, हमेशा true है, no need to do again. Follow of T just now we have computed plus comma dollar, right? Because of so many non-terminals, sometimes we may do mistake. If anything goes wrong, anything if I ignore, please try to compute too. And F, now focus 1, 2. If I miss anybody, just do that way. Both are saying same. This is the first of Y, it is also first of Y, but don't believe. If Y derives epsilon now, F depends on follow of T, F depends on follow of Y. Both will have be different. So यहाँ पर दोनों तो same है because Y doesn't derive epsilon. The first of Y we already computed. There is no epsilon. Yes, this is about follow set, guys. This is about follow set. So 10th one now. Similarly, we do one by one. First of S, first of B, and first of D. And first of D is so easy. D comma epsilon. First of capital B is so easy again. A comma C. But first of S depends on this and depends on this. And we have a bar here. And now look at capital B is always gives either A or C as a first. So definitely you have to believe it is a first of B. Union. In this D, will you believe always give something? No. D gives and other one is epsilon. Because of epsilon, you must go to this one too. So what we do, we have to say D union the capital B, that's the first of B again comes. But first of B दो बार किया, दो बार आया, एक बार ले सकते हैं आप. First of B is A comma C and D is already there. This is about the first set. This is about first set. This is about the first set. Now compute the follow set, guys. Follow of S. Look at S is here. Yes. So means it depends on follow of B. अब तो compute नहीं किया, बाद में आएंगे इसके लिए. Compute करने के बाद आएंगे यहाँ पर. बस इतना ही है. and we will do that later. Next, follow of B. B तो अभी कंप्यूट नहीं किया ना, कंप्यूट कर लेते हैं. This B is C and this B is again on S. So C ले लेना, union follow of S लिख लो. S तो अब तक कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, छोड़ दो. And B depends on S, S depends on B. Guys, this one is nothing but follow of B. You can put all of this together there. You can substitute there. Right, you will get C. You can get this here. That is C comma dollar union follow of S. You can cancel it. And here follow of S already computed. So you will get now, you can substitute here C comma dollar. That's all. Okay, carefully you should apply this, guys. Now finally follow of D. What is the follow of D? You have 1D here, that's all. That's nothing but first of B. Can you believe the capital B always gives something? Yes, because first of B there is no epsilon. Yes, this is how we compute the first and follow for each non-terminal. Yes, I hope you understood how to compute first and follow, which is going to be very important. First set and follow set. This computation is very, very important for the parsing, syntax analysis, because top-down parser, bottom-up parser, both we use, but this is the first time we are encountering in the top-down parsing. So we compute now, and again we will use in the bottom-up parsing also. Very, very important for syntax analysis. So I will practice on this both first and follow set, which is going to be very easy. First set means first of X. What do? Look at all X productions. Look at all X productions. If anybody asks follow of X, guys, don't look at X productions. Look at whole grammar. Look at whole grammar. Whole grammar, not a production, guys. Look at whole grammar and consider each production, every production that has, consider every production that has X in the RHS side. Right? So this is how we compute first and follow. Yeah, thank you so much for attending this session, and please follow my profile, that is unacademy.com/DevaGateCSE. Do not forget to like this session, and we are going to come up with very interesting sessions in coming classes. And please follow our educators on this channel, and we are all for you. We are trying to help you, we are trying to guide you, and please follow us and like this session and share with your friends and subscribe. And thank you so much, and use DEVALIVE referral code in case you are taking the subscription